Hello. I'm getting ready to do that stuff on that Jeep window frame. I gotta get those bad spots and got some black overspray on paint and some type of substance. I think maybe glue or could be something from the plastic or from the factory or something like that that's on it. I gotta get off of it. But I started thinking about it and I said, well, I'm gonna need something because I'm gonna use spray paint, the can spray paint. I mean, I got the other stuff, but my air compressor will, I can't set it for a certain PSI. I mean, it goes from, let's say 0 to 150, and that's about where it stays. I mean, I can get it to go somewhat like there and keep it even or whatever, but I'm not gonna worry about chancing it or whatever and messing my gun up or anything like that. But I started thinking about it, and I said, I need a way to shake this stuff up instead of just going like this, shaking it or whatever, or beating it or whatever, shaking it. I started thinking about it, and I made this a while back. I take probably a good whatever size your bolt is that you're going to use for your can. This is it could be a can of corn, it could be a can of peaches or whatever it was that was in here. It could be a can of soup, can of whatever. Just a can like this. Make sure, see there's a ridge right here. See that ridge right there? Make sure that ridge is on there. Now, if you got the ones without the ridge, see how basically somewhat tight it fits like this? On the other one, I mean, you're going to be going like this, and you can actually get it going, and then turn it the wrong way, it flies out or something. You don't want that. Not that it will. You can put your hand over it or whatever so it won't fly out or whatever, but just use it like this. So this is what you're going to need. You're going to need your can. You're going to need a drill bit the size, just a little bit bigger than your bolt, or the same size is good too. And you can use this bolt to put it in there or whatever. Put your hole at the bottom. You can center it. Mine's a little off center, so it has that shaking effect too. But if it was on center, it'd go around and around and around, but it wouldn't have that little shake, which you'll see here in a minute. But I kind of off-centered the hole in there. Okay, now you're going to need your can, your drill bit, your drill, bolt, one nut, and these are off of the angle grinders. I had some old angle grinders that I took these off of that don't work no more. And these are from the old angle grinders. You can use these. You can use washers or whatever you want to use. And it's going to work. It's going to be the same process. You just got to make sure this hole is a little off center. You don't want it exactly center. It's just going to turn like this. And it's not going to have that shaking effect to it. But you can take it out, whatever, and shake it or whatever when you're finished mixing it up or whatever. Ratchet. Extension. And any wrench the same size as your nut, which if I can hold it is right here, and it is what is it, 3/4? Let's see. Nope, it's 11/16. Got 11/16 on both. 11/16 on both. All right, so. You got this, and you're gonna want to take this part right here, put it on here. Now you're gonna want this on the outside. Of course, you're gonna want it sticking out like that. Sticking in here, you ain't doing nothing. But get your bolt in there. Sorry about the noise, but make sure you got your bolt in there. Now you want to take your extension, put your socket on it. You don't have to use this big of an extension. You can use a smaller one. Just as long as you can get it to that this area, just like this. Which it's going to go down in that socket anyhow because it's a deep well. Now, some say you can go like that and put it on that way. I don't. I'll put it on the other way so it actually goes up tight. Either way, it's going to go tight, but I just do it this way just to do it. Now, this bolt's not going to be completely centered with this. But like I said, you do want this a little off-center. So there's an easier way to do this too. Then you just go in and you just twist like this until you get it. till you get it right where you want it or whatever. You can spin it down, hold it or whatever if you want. It don't matter. So you get it where you want it. Kind of even your stuff out here. Kind of get it tight. Put your thing in. Then tighten this up tight. You want it tight enough so it don't slip, but not tight enough to, because you're not going to bend these big washer things for the grinders. I mean, if you're strong enough, you can, but not too many people are that strong. And now all I got to do is, I'll be right back, all I got to do is go get a drill. Let me pause and I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. Now, I got my drill right here. Let's put this together. Now, we take this, we put it in the drill. Now, the only thing this does is actually makes this faster. Well, I had that, the manual gripper that I painted, that manual gripper I did, and I, sandblasted and painted, the one I painted black. That's what I used with this. And this is actually automotive. You can do an engine with this or whatever, just like this one. This one's automotive. I got this one. This one's primer for automotive. That's what I'm gonna do when I do the paint the Jeep. I'm gonna use this as a base. Then the last coat I'm gonna do what is this? Blue ionized paint. So you take it in there. Now usually the others would go just like this. But I mean, it'd be faster, but it'd be spinning like that, but it won't have no shake to it. Watch what happens when I put it, get this high on this, and watch what that ridge does. See how it shakes? One, it's not going anywhere. It's not flying out of it. And it's actually fast enough. You can even take it on a slower one. But see how it's not it shakes, but it don't shake as much. That's why usually you want this on 2. Because it shakes. And you're good with shaking. Especially with these, and you can go like this. And you're good to go to start spray painting. So all you need is your drill, bolt, nut, the 2 washers for your angle irons, and any tin can with this ridge on it. I mean, the bigger, you got the smaller ones. I mean, they're going to work, but they're going to be the same size as this can on the smaller cans. You need a bigger can, like a soup can or something like this. I think this is what this was. It was a soup can or like beef stew or something like that was in it, I think. Then you put it in there and it don't shake, it don't go as much on this. But like if it was the other way, I mean, there'd be a lot. I mean, you can actually see on the side, on that if that ridge wasn't there, it'd be more. And it'd be shaking so much, it'll probably work its way up and just fly out. And you don't want that. This way, it ain't going to. It's not going to work its way up because that ridge is stopping it. You're just going to be able to do this and get that paint ready for whatever painting you're going to do. Which is actually good. And I got my clear coat. This is basically, this is going to be wood, metal, anything like that. This is the clear coat. I'm just going to put a clear coat on it just to make that. I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to do just the black or I want to do a base of blue and then just the last coat I'm going to do black. I don't know what I want to do with that window frame yet. I may do this as the first coat. This is the second coat. And the clear over the top of both. I don't know yet. Or I may do a design in it. I have the slightest idea what I'm going to do. Not until I start doing it, then I'll know. And I still got the sanding and stuff like that to do to it. So I got some stuff set up outside. I haven't took the frame out there yet. But I'm going to wet sand those areas. I don't want to go in there and use the hard grit to scratch it all up. I don't want that. I mean, okay, they say, oh, scratch it up, the paint will be better and stuff like that. I'm not going to do that at all. I want to go in and once I lay it down, when I put clear coat on it, it's going to protect that paint anyhow, so I don't have to worry about any of that at all. and it's gonna stay. Cause I'm not gonna do a thick layer. I think it's gonna dry right, and it's not going to. You got to get it on there, let that dry. Do another one, do 3 or 4, and get it good and get it all even. I'm gonna do. I don't want to do the inside of it. I don't want to. I could paint that, but then again, you have your wiper motors and stuff like that in there. All that's got to work right. It doesn't work right, you ain't gonna be able to do anything, and then you're gonna have to worry about trying to get all that paint out of it. So I got to be able to find a way to cover all that, get all that stuff going and stuff like that. So I bought one motor. I already got it somewhere in this house. I may wind up. I think I got to buy 2 more. I'm not for sure. If my things are long enough, I'll only need 1 motor, which will work both of them basically. So I don't think I'm going to need 2 motors, because there'll have to be splitters and all that kind of stuff in there to make them both work. And you got to time them right and all this other kind of stuff. So, I mean, one's perfect for it. It'll work anyhow as long as you got the right length of the arms and stuff like that for the wipers and stuff on the way they go. But I wanted to show you this. So if you're working on something and you go in and most of your time is trying to shake up these cans, this will actually cut it to 10, 15, 20 seconds, and you're ready to paint. So all you got to do is go in, you got to stick it in there and just go like that. Let it go 10, 15, 20 seconds. Shake it up real good. Or however long you want to do it. It doesn't matter. You can go 10, 15, 20. You can go an hour if you want to, but ain't nobody stupid enough to take that long to do this. And then you just shake it up a little bit, get everything going, and get that ball stopped. Shake it up, and you're ready to spray paint whatever you want to spray paint. This is just a tip from me on how to do it without having to buy one, wait, take this trip, take that trip, just to buy something to shake these cans up. There's the way to do it right here, and it don't cost you anything because you've already got most of it around the house. Think about it. Why go and buy something expensive that you don't need when you can do it yourself at home? Think about it. That's I'm going to do this one here, this video, and then I'm going to do another video once I set my window and stuff up on me sanding the spots and for getting them fixed and stuff like that. Go in, I'm going to let it dry in the sun, get it all dried off, wipe it off, kind of clean it up. I don't have like the clean wipes or anything like that. I may need to purchase some of them. I can use soap and water or whatever, but I'd rather use something that won't drench it. So it gets all wet again, then I have to dry the drying process and all that kind of stuff. So I'll probably wind up getting the disinfectant wipes or something like that just to wipe it off to clean the areas. Let that dry or whatever, then do the painting. So I don't know whether I'm going black and clear or blue, black and clear, or black, blue and clear. So I'm gonna do the body, the blue ionized, the ionized blue is what I'm gonna do. Probably the body. I mean, you can do like the rims and stuff like that with this stuff, which I'm probably not gonna paint my rims per se. But I do need to buy one of those the can sandblasters. Like you go outside, you hook the air compressor to it or whatever, and you can do it outside or whatever, walnuts or whatever you do that. I gotta clean them rims up. And then I'll probably wind up seeing, I think they're chrome. I'm not for sure. I don't know if they're solid chrome, which I think they are. They might be chrome plated. I don't know. I think they're solid chrome. Because I cleaned the rust up before or whatever, and it's still chrome. Now, if I clean the rust up before, everything will start flaking off as it was painted or what, like chrome paint or something like that, and it's not. It could be aluminum. It could be aluminum too. Or whatever, but aluminum is more of a dull, some are more of a dull color than the shiny color or whatever, but it can shine. But, I'll get on that and I'll go out and, get the window frame out there, get my hose ready and my water ready. I'm not going to do the hose. I'll have the hose there. I'll fill up a bucket or something like that and get in there and dip and get those spots taken care of because I only have, I think there's like 3 or 4 spots. I may find a couple more here and there. and get that done and get that down where it needs to. Then I can do like a spray paint over so it won't rust or whatever. Because I don't think I'm going to really paint today because it's kind of it's kind of going to be a dreary day, I think. It's going to get a little worse, I think. I'm not for sure. But it's got a little cold in the air and stuff like that. And that's not really good for paint. It's not going to set right. So I'd rather have a nice warm day and then I'll do it in the sun and let it set right and all that kind of good stuff. Get that going. I don't want to do it inside and then I'd have to do heaters and get the house hot and all. I don't want that. But I'll get on that. Then after this video, the next video will be me doing that. And then get that done. And then after that, if I don't do it today, it'll be the next day or depending on when I got time. With cleaning and stuff like that. And doing this and that around. Doing this and that. Sometimes I don't have time to record. I have to do that kind of stuff. I still like the cooking and the cleaning and the outside work. I have to do all that. You know. I mean, I choose that way. Basically, that's what I choose to do. So that's what I do. So I'll get that, then I'll get that set up, and then after this video will be that video. And then if I don't paint today, the painting video will be on basically a warmer day when the sun's nice and bright and it's the temperature's good. Then I'll go out there and do that so the sun will come down and actually dry it quick because it's quick drying paint. So it'll actually dry quicker and set up and look at it and see how good it is and do the clear coat and stuff like that once everything dries and then clear coat it and stuff like that. But I'll get on that here in a second and I'll see you in a bit. Thank y'all for watching. Talk to y'all later. Y'all stay safe and stay blessed. Thank you. Stay blessed.